You two have the other end of the spectrum. You're living off the grid in Vermont.
We have come from a very, very, very rural lifestyle.
Yeah.
Very isolated, and I think that coupled with our age, maybe, and then the stars come in, and here we are. You know, through a mutual friend, we end up at Tom's doorstep, never having thought of this as a place that we would be interested in. Having traveled through Central America, you know, a few times, looking at cheaper places, you know, candidly, Costa Rica really wasn't ever on the charts for that. And then kind of fell.
And then there were
this.
the 8 stops in Honduras that changed.
Well, that puts it off a little bit, but I mean, we had traveled to, you know, all the other countries, and there are lots, myriad of places that are like, whoa, we could do this. But I think we got older as we're, you know, just in a couple of years, and you're traveling through, and it's like, wow, you know, Costa Rica, wow, biodiversity, well, where is it? And then you turn into Costa, and then you turn into Pueblo Verde, and it's like, whoop, there it is. I mean, you turn a corner, and you turn a corner, and you're in a different place, and with different people.
How's it different?
It's now you've got all that, you know, the permaculture and all the you know, everything that that entails.
Right.
And it's cooler. The sun's gone. There's a breeze. I mean, there's not that driving in on the road. It's arid. It's, you know, it begs the question of where's this biodiversity? And I know that exists in other parts of Costa Rica, but this, we've always liked Guanacaste anyway. But Tom has created something there that is a microcosm of what it could be that we had never seen before.
Well, help me out a little bit.
And you're a gardener.
Yeah. Well, yeah, out of necessity, yeah.
But I mean, you've done a lot of gardening in your life.
Yeah, yeah. And Craig is a logger. He's done a lot of forestry. Stuff. So he knows forest and logging trees and all that stuff. So all of this just went whoop. And with the people, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
It's a very cool little spot.
What else have you seen up there?
Monkeys galore.
Monkeys. We haven't had a roof. We haven't had a roof on the cabina for about a month, and they're right on top of. They're right in the trees,
They're in the
right
very
there.
closest trees, and we look up through the opening, and it's like they're right there.
But not only right there, just this afternoon, walking up in Pueblo Verde, where we get on that path on Pueblo Verde's road, the monkeys were hanging down. They were hanging down that you, I mean,
Are these
they
howlers?
were there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
they're
only
right
have
there.
howlers there.
Because the cashews are fruiting now, and there's cashews all along there. And this one female came down, and it was, I mean, she was right there.
Yeah.
So the juice is like, you know, they grab the fruit, and you can hear them, and you can see the juice spewing out, and you're right underneath them. It's amazing.
Wow.
And the birds, oh God, yeah, it's very special.
So the difference between walking up through the woods in Pueblo Verde and any other places in the vicinity that we walk in the woods are just astounding. Because there are you know, a multitude of species, different heights, different stages of development. And,
Trees, you're talking.
Trees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm kind of a tree guy.
Right.
Not just for cutting them, I like trees. And in other places, you know, you can drive down the road and you see the teak plantations or the chote plantations. You know, those are trees, but it's all the same kind. And you know, I've spent a lot of time talking to Tom over the last couple of months about the different layers of the canopy, how there's the top trees and the next level and then the bottom level, and it's just, it's really pretty, as Casey said, pretty unique.
You walk
in
up the
our
road, and it's
experience.
like it would take a year to even know, to identify all of them. There are so many, and they look alike sometimes, but it's like, that would be a full-time job just to figure out all of the trees that are growing in Pueblo Verde.